Hello all, welcome to my channel. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear me too well. This is a test video with the new stand I have. But I've been reading a book following on from my last video, and the last video I made, it was inspired by a YouTuber called Uncle Jammer, and it was a video about bullying. Well, I came across this book, and it's very good. It's a very good book, and I thought I'd read it to you guys, chapter by chapter. Um, Maybe it can help anybody out there, because it is a very good resource. So, this book is by Waverly. Sorry, it's by Helena Wilkinson. It's Insight into Child and Adult Bullying. And right, we should begin. So, introduction. Bullying in the UK is reaching epidemic proportions. It is said that 69% of children are bullied at school. Bullying is a very real problem for a large number of people at work, too, and many have been bullied within relationships and in other contexts. However, most would struggle to admit to themselves that they are being or have been bullied. Let alone tell anyone. Being bullied is a nightmare from which you long to wake. Your mind races as it revisits the distorted words, incriminating comments, and unjust actions of the bully. Anxiety soars in anticipation of what's going to happen next, and feelings of powerlessness overwhelm. For many years, I've heard the word bullying. I would be transported to my convent boarding school where, as a quivering 10-year-old, I endured emotional torment and physical punishment on a regular basis. Bullying in the day ate into my self-confidence and stirred up feelings of not being liked, wanted, or valued. Bullying at night was the worst because I knew that no one would ever see or suspect what was happening. Overwhelmed by feelings of isolation and having been told not to tell or I'd die, I'd lie awake staring out of the little window opposite my bed. My heart was aching for connection with someone who cared, and I longed for a way out of the web of silent suffering. My tear-filled eyes would scan the night sky and be drawn to the bright light of the moon, which offered a glimmer of hope. I'd seen the historic landing of Neil Armstrong, the team, when I was about 5 years old, and in my naivety, I thought was still a man on the moon. It's happened again, I'd whisper. Of course, I never received a response, but somehow that didn't matter. Just knowing someone was listening, or so I thought, was a great source of comfort. Being bullied as a child put me in a vulnerable position as an adult. Time and again, I would find myself sucked into the manipulation and control of other people, causing no end of complications. It took me considerable time to realize that these traumatic encounters, even with people deemed as safe, were in fact bullying in a different guise. In my work, largely with people with eating disorders, I began to notice a similar pattern. The person traumatized as a child and not helped to deal with their vulnerability became an easy target for repeated adult bullying. My personal and professional experiences led to a passion to write a book addressing both childhood and adulthood bullying, and that would empower people to grow in courage, strength, and skill. You may not always find it comfortable reading this book, but I encourage you to persevere. If you yourself have been a target of bullying, I believe that by the end you will have gained, amongst other things, hope and strength to face bullying and to heal from its effects. If you are a friend, family member, helper, or counselor, I believe the insights you gain will help the target to take courage and face the issues, and will enable you to journey together towards healing. So that was the introduction and a beginning test video for this book. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks very much. I'll see you the next time.